up, though? Hey, it's your boy Vino. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the second episode of Etiquette Education. And this week, this is for my lovely ladies out there. This is for my lovely ladies. Because there's nothing more attractive than a woman who comes in a restaurant who just has class and knows how to handle herself and knows how to uphold herself. That's something that you can't pay for. I know you can have a Birkin bag, you know what I'm saying? You can have your lashes on fleek, you can be iced out and all of that, but you can't pay for class, baby. So I just want to give my ladies 3 tips this week, 3 tips on etiquette. And this is for ladies old and young. I'm not discriminating here. I'm not singling out a certain group of women. But tip number one, ladies, be on time. Please be on time. I mean, I see this a lot with, my man, he might be coming in and it's just him and he like, yeah, I'm waiting on my lady. She'll be here in 15 minutes. In my mind, I translate that to she'll be here in about 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah. And then the guy, he just sitting there waiting. And then he might get hungry. He might want to wait on you. He don't want to order no drinks. He don't want to order no food. He want to wait on you. And you just got him waiting. And he's hungry. So please be on time. And then on another note, I see a lot of women and a lot of young ladies, they get invited to a birthday party or a birthday celebration. Now, whosever birthday it is, they care about you enough to invite you and want you there to spend this special time with them. Like, you should be on time. You should be on time because, see, what happens is everybody's there except for you. And then they texting you and calling you and they asking you, hey, what you want me to order you? What you want me to order you? And then you come in, you probably miss the appetizers, miss the salads, you trying to catch up. And me personally, as the server, when they be telling me like, yeah, she want this, she want that, I wait till you get there because I'm not about to ring it in and they say she gonna be here in 10 minutes, she 10 minutes away. Cause see, what happens is I ring your food in, your food comes out along with everybody else's, and then guess what? You get there, you like, my food cold. Why my food cold? Your food is cold because you late, and then if you do get there and when I do ring it in, everybody's eating and you have to wait on your food to get prepared. And the kitchen is not gonna make your food a priority. It's gonna get out in the same amount of time that it gets everyone else's. So you might be the last one eating while everyone else is on dessert. And this might be a pregame and they might wanna go somewhere else. So I ain't gonna harp on it too much. Ladies, please be on time. If you know you gotta get it together, start early. Start a lot earlier to go ahead and get yourself together and make it a point to be there on time. Tip number two for the ladies. If you have bubble gum, if you chewing gum, don't just take the gum out your mouth and put it on the plate. And please, don't take the gum out your mouth and stick it under the table or under your chair. Man, a lot of women do that real low key. I worked at a lot of restaurants, and you'd be surprised at how much gum is under the table or under the chair. It's just nasty. All you have to do is ask your server, may I please have a paper napkin? May I please have a paper napkin? And then you take that paper napkin, and you don't take the gum out your mouth and put it on the napkin. You put the napkin up to your face, you put the gum in there, and you set it down. Because a server like me or a great server, what they're going to do is they're going to pick that up and get that off of the table. Because it's trash, basically. So that's tip number 2, ladies. You chewing that gum and you about to taste some wine or something like that, just get it all in your mind. Like, I need a paper napkin, please. Tip number 3, and this is a 2-part tip. Ladies, please don't show up to the restaurant drunk. Don't show up to the restaurant already drunk. Like, man, please don't show up to the restaurant drunk. Second part of this, while you're at the restaurant dining, don't get drunk. It's just unladylike. I've seen a lot of ladies, they come in, they full of class, they looking real pretty, they upholding themselves, and they just love that drink, and they on about 3, and then before you know it, they slurring their way like, hey, hey, you so fine. What's up? I'm like, yo, what happened? You just transformed in like 30 minutes. You just transformed. Like, it's not a good look. I say that because, like, I'm gonna digress just for 1 minute. The other day I had a table and there was some young ladies. They all came in. They was all looking beautiful. I'm talking about, like, and I was happy to be their server. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I can look but don't touch. But I was happy to be their server. I was gonna give them this wonderful experience. And I'm like, who's the birthday girl? Who's the birthday girl? She like, me. I'm like, wow. I looked at all her friends and I'm like, why y'all let her do that? Y'all know that y'all was coming out to eat. She's done. She's finished. I'm not giving her nothing to drink. You feel what I'm saying? She's not getting anything to drink. And then before you know it, she at the table, she's sleeping. She's sleeping at the table. She's done. You know, and I'm just looking at her friends like, if y'all were her friends, y'all wouldn't let this happen. If you see that she's already past the limit, you need to cancel your reservation, boo. You need to go ahead and X that out the plans, because what's happening is she can't handle herself. What if she get to throwing up everywhere? You got to take her in the bathroom. Now it's 3 of y'all in the bathroom putting water on her face, telling her, wake up, girl, wake up. We still got to go to the club after this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, look out for your friends. Don't let them get drunk, all right? And then don't get drunk while you're there. Know how to cut yourself off, because it was like 5 o'clock. I'm like, I know y'all got a long night, and she's done, you know? And this is a bonus. I'm gonna give you ladies a bonus, because I love y'all. This is the bonus. And this is for my young ladies. If you know that you going to a restaurant, have your ID. Make sure you have your ID before you even leave the house. Because a server like me, I'm gonna ask you for that ID. I need that ID. Some places they're required to ask everybody for their ID. But like if you look a little young, like, I'm gonna ask you for your ID. I had this young lady, she was like, hey, yeah, I want to get a drink, but I only got a picture of my ID on my phone. I'm like, absolutely not. That's not gonna work, boo. That's not gonna work at all. But you know what? I liked them. I didn't want to mess up their night, so I said, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go ask the manager. And if he says yeah, you good. But me, I know the manager gonna be like, man, you already know. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just go above and beyond for you. Say, yo, she wanna know if she can drink. All she got is a picture of her ID on her phone. He like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So then I'm like, you gonna tell her? Cause like, I'm worried about my tip. You feel me? I'm like, you gonna tell her? He like, no, you can tell her. I'm like, you know what? I'll tell her. He like, no, I'll tell her. He go to the table. He talking to her. He like, yeah, what's going on? She like, yeah, I'm trying to get a drink, but I only have a picture of my ID. He was like, I'm sorry, we can't do that, you know, because if them people come in here and they see you drinking and your homegirl, she's already done. But if they see you drinking, they're gonna be like, do you have your ID? And then if you can't produce an ID that they can look at, guess what? The restaurant is in trouble. And me, I'm fired. You feel me? So I had to explain it to her. I was like, look, man, I'm very sorry. I want you to have a drink, but we need that ID. Guess what she said? But I got robbed. Now, in my mind, I'm like, who cares? That's not my fault that you got robbed. That has nothing to do with this situation right now. You got robbed. I'm sorry. But I just told her, I said, listen, I'm very sorry that you got robbed. I'm sorry that happened to you. What you can do is you can go down to the DMV and get you another ID. And then guess what she got the nerve to say to me after this whole ordeal? Guess what she said, y'all? Yeah, I used to be a server. You used to be a server? So you literally trying to get me cased up because you just want to drink. And your girl, she's already done. Obviously, y'all already been drinking. Obviously, y'all have had enough. I'm like, man, I was like, you know what? I gotta speak on this, you know, like 4 tips. That's what I got for y'all, ladies. Now, I gave the fellas 3. I gave y'all 4 this week. I gave y'all that bonus. So listen, if you feeling this video, please like, subscribe, comment. Please share it with your friends. Please share it, because a lot of ladies need to hear this message right here. And if you're going out to drink and you want to have fun, please drink responsibly. Please drink responsibly. Yo, it's Vino, and I'm checking out. Until next time, y'all have a great weekend.